Bollywood's obsession with Kerala and Malayalam cinema continues. And this time it's not a remake. That has become an old trend. Now they are like, we'll make it ourselves. They will make a Hindi film in Kerala, casting a Hindi actor to be a Malayali. And if that performance is getting questioned for the lack of authenticity, we will silence it, we'll block them. So there's this Bollywood affair going on with Malayalam cinema, but also there's an Hollywood affair. So let's break it all down. Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince, and we were not even done with the absurdity of the national awards, and already another one has arisen. Param Sundari, a new Bollywood film starring Janhvi Kapoor and Siddharth Malhotra, a cross-culture romantic comedy where Janhvi Kapoor is playing a Malayali, and the film is set in Kerala. Now the film's trailer led to a big outcry by Malayalis questioning the authenticity of the film, its use of Malayalam language and cultural representation. And a lot of creators took to social media mocking the lack of authenticity. The way the dialogues are delivered, the costumes, certain nuances which are not at all natural, the weird accent, the naming of the character, and how Bollywood has always made a joke of it. The biggest example is Deepika Padukone's character in Chennai Express. Now all this criticism is quite fair, but what followed led to the big controversy. All these critical videos were taken down on the grounds of copyright, which usually doesn't happen, especially on Instagram, and that led to people getting angrier, and the situation has blown up. Now not just Bollywood, all the film industries in India have the history of showing inappropriate representation and stereotypes, be it a South Indian character in Hindi films or be it a North Indian character in Southern films, especially Sardars. Even Malayalam cinema is culprit of that. But all of this was a case in the past, and you can understand why that was. There was a total lack of awareness. People just didn't care. They were making those films for their audience, that's it. It didn't matter if the representation is right or not. And all of these things in films actually lead to a lot of stereotypes that really exist in the society. Like for the longest time, South India was just Madras for North Indians. And that is literally a dialogue in Param Sundari, which is revealed in the trailer. So they are actually challenging the status quo. They are going against the stereotypes, spreading awareness. Now in today's time, there's this cross-culture movement that's happening. The connectivity has increased. There's more awareness than ever before. Today is the time to break down all the stereotypes. Every Sardar character is not happy, loud, dancing. Hoi hoi brrrah! That's not me. Today, South Indian films are more popular across the country than Bollywood itself. People understand the difference between a Telugu film and a Tamil film. Now, Param Sundari is trying to do that, but ironically, it's also affirming the same mindset, which is more subtle and nuanced, which is being called out and criticized on social media. Now, I will mention that all the judgment is happening just from the trailer itself, and no one has even seen the film. So, the film gets the benefit of the doubt. Now, you can argue that there has been a history and it is right to be critical, but I would still say don't jump the gun. What if they surprise us? But a big point a lot of people are raising is that you can make a film in Kerala. You can have this cross-culture romantic film. But if you want the heroine to be Malayali, why not cast a Malayali? There are plenty of actors who can do it, who are even good with Hindi. Parvati is a big example. She was in a Hindi film called Kareeb Kareeb Single. And actually hiring Malayali, you'll be able to represent the culture much better. It will help the film to be more authentic, thus making it more relatable. There will be a lot of couples from different cultures, different regions, who are together today and would relate to something like this. But I don't think that is the priority of a film like Param Sundari, because they want stars to headline the project. They want to create this hero-heroine combo and sell the film on that. Maybe they want a face which the Hindi audience are more familiar with. And if you're casting Janhvi Kapoor, why not make her Tamilian? She has that background. That would be more authentic. Okay, it can be that they wanted the location to be Kerala. It is God's own country. It's beautiful. They want to set the film there because it's trendy also today. And logistically also, at the end of the day, it's a Hindi film targeted to the Hindi audience. The Malayalis or the Kerala audience is not their target. And all of these are valid arguments. But the wrong thing was to silence the criticism, and that has led this film to be on the bad side of the people, which you don't want. Yes, negativity is a big PR. Today a lot more people are talking about the film because of it, but it can also be harmful, and we will find out soon how it will impact the film, because this shows instead of listening to the people, learning what could have been better, you're trying to shun it away, and that's never gonna help anyone. Now let's come from Bollywood to the Hollywood connection of Malayalam cinema. There was a big rumor that Fahadh Faasil was in talks to be in a Hollywood film, and this has finally been confirmed by himself in an interview where he shared that he rejected this offer, and there have been a lot of talks about why would he do that. So let's go through what really happened. So Fahadh actually auditioned for a Hollywood film by the director of Birdman and Revenant. I'm not gonna say his name, I'll butcher it. Now I'm guessing he did well, that's why they wanted him. Now the feedback he got was about his accent, which they wanted him to come to US, stay there for a few months and work on his accent without pay. And that doesn't sound that good. Now I would assume this was not the dad actor directly telling him this. It would be the producers negotiating this and asking him to do all that on his own money, and then if it works well, they will hire him for the project. Now that is worse, because even after doing all that, there is no guarantee that he'll get the role or not. So this opportunity doesn't really make that much sense for him when he already has so much work to do, and maybe he doesn't have that ambition to go to Hollywood and become a big star there. Now this is somewhat similar to Param Sundari. If you really want an actor with a particular accent, then go get an actor who can pull that off better or has that kind of accent. Why would you want an actor to go and train in a different accent? And if you really want that actor, then hire him already and let the whole accent process be a part of the pre-production. So looking at this scenario, it looks like there's this superior thing going on where Hollywood is like, we are giving an opportunity to come work with us. We are doing a favor for you. And I actually don't mind Fahadh refusing it, because it really don't make much sense. Now it is being said that the film the actor is working for was with Tom Cruise. And if everything would have gone right, you would have actually seen Tom Cruise and Fahadh together on screen. That is quite wild. But I guess it wasn't meant to be. But I'm sure Hollywood will regret not getting Fahadh. But they are not regretting now, because they are winning, which I've talked about in this video, and what Indian cinema can learn from them. And it involves IMAX. But do let me know your thoughts about both the situation in the comments below, and I will see you next time.